Hi, my name is Lisa Cramer. It's an honor to be speaking with you today. I have twice been the recipient of a Bellevue College Foundation Scholarship, the first time through the BCF Foundation and last year through the Norman and Camille Stromer Foundation. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to meet Mr. Stromer or to thank him personally. Last year, at the age of 97, he passed away. His family foundation is now an endowment, so scholars for many years to come will be thanking General Norman Stromer and his family for their generosity. A little history about me. We all come with our stories, and I thank you for listening to some of mine today. I had an idyllic childhood growing up in Laguna Beach, California with my 4 siblings. Just about every day of the summer was spent on those gorgeous beaches. My father was a geneticist and my mother a nurse. When I was about 17 years old, I was recruited into a very legalistic church group. For the next 17 years, I followed their rules. No TV, no movies, no alcohol, no radio, no newspapers, no worldly ambitions. And for me, that meant no college. Women followed a very strict and modest dress code. No makeup, no jewelry, long hair was worn up in a bun, no pants, dresses, and skirts were allowed. No birth control. Women were to be submissive, keepers of the home. Okay, I'll stop, you get it. My blood pressure is rising too. Like most things in life, that experience was a mixture of bad and good. I got married in that church, and I have my 6 amazingly beautiful children. When we left that church about 25 years ago, I focused my life on raising our children. We did a lot of alternative education, homeschooling, co-ops, Running Start, and Bellevue College's CEO program. One mistake I made that I didn't want our children repeating was missing out on a college education. I joined in the educational pursuits with our kids and started taking college classes back in 2004. But many obstacles presented themselves, and my schooling was often placed on hold. There are innumerable complications that come with 6 kids and a husband. Our family has faced some major challenges, but despite how dysfunctional we can be at times, we've pulled through them as an intact unit, caring for and loving each other. There are few defining events that tested our family's strength. One of the first was nearly losing an unborn child to a heart condition. An unusual late-term ultrasound revealed the condition in our youngest daughter. Thankfully, it was in time to address it. I was placed in the hospital and on a cocktail of medications to get her heart rate under control. After that, I had an ultrasound every week until she was born. That's when I first became interested in ultrasound as a profession. Then our family was challenged with mental health issues. It hit us hard and strong, and we deal with it to this day. It's scary and unpredictable, and I wouldn't wish it on anyone, but I also wouldn't hide it. The more we speak about mental health issues, the better we'll understand it and those who deal with it. The most traumatic event shook our family to its core. About 8 years ago, our oldest daughter was abducted from a Pioneer Square bar. An innocent night out partying with friends turned into a nightmare. She was held overnight and driven all over Seattle the next day, threatened, intimidated, and terrified for her life. She did the bravest thing any 22-year-old could do. She threw herself out of a moving vehicle thinking, if I don't get out of here, I'm never going to see my mom again. She almost didn't see me again. She suffered such a severe traumatic brain injury that they had to remove both sides of her skull just to let her brain swell. After a lengthy ICU stay and months of rehab and therapy, she made a miraculous recovery. Thank God today she is fully functioning, full of life and love and laughter and sarcasm, and if you ask me, a few too many inappropriate jokes. As I mentioned, when we nearly lost our youngest daughter to a heart condition, I became interested in ultrasound. Then my husband was laid off from Boeing, and he decided to be retrained as a cardiac sonographer. He scooted off to Spokane Community College for 2 years and did just that. No problem. Leave me with 6 children under the age of 15, but we managed, and I was so proud of him for his accomplishments. His career in ultrasound increased my interest, and I decided to start taking the prerequisites for Bellevue College's diagnostic ultrasound program. That was 11 years ago. Goodness, it's taken me a long time. I was finally able to apply to the program in 2018. I was so excited. I remember that day. It was such a milestone for me. But alas, I was not accepted into the program. I continued my schooling and applied again last year. This time I was given an interview, but still not accepted into the program. I was placed on a wait list. One night when my phone rang and I saw that it was from Suzanne Lane of the Diagnostic Ultrasound Program, I knew my life was about to change. A student had to withdraw her application and I was invited in. I'm so honored to be in this program. I pinch myself to this day. I'm the mom of the group, but those amazing young minds are embracing me and we are struggling through physics and pathophysiology together. It's an amazing program. Terry Hatcher has built a program that is considered the top associate's program in the country. We have amazing instruction. Our instructors are doctors and accomplished sonographers. We have a year of didactic studies and a year of clinical. I'm so excited to see where this opportunity will lead. Once I have experience, I would love to do some volunteer work with ultrasound. So Bellevue College has played a big role in my life and in our families. We are a family of 8, and 5 of us are Bellevue College alumni. John earned 2 AA degrees from Bellevue, one of them in nursing, and he's been working as an ER nurse for the past 4 years. Michael started out at Bellevue and went on to become a firefighter. Julia earned her AAS through the CEO program. She transferred to UW and earned her bachelor's degree in communications. Carl is 1 class away from his AA degree, and I, after 15 years, earned my AAS degree last year. So I want to say a special thank you to the donors. The support you give to students goes far beyond the money received. To have someone consider your story and say, hey, your story matters, you're doing something valuable, and I want you to succeed, is inspiring and encouraging. Thank you for valuing my story. You've inspired me to be back here as a donor, lending my support. Thank you.